Welcome to the October 27th, 2025 meeting of the Florissant City Council. Please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. City Clerk, please call the roll.
Manganelli? Here. Egan? Here. Caputa? Here. Shildroth? Here. O'Donnell? Here. Pagano? Here. Parson? Here. Siam? Harris?
Here. The next item on the agenda is approval of minutes. Are there any corrections or additions to the meeting minutes of October 13, 2025, or the executive session minutes of September 22nd, 2025? Hearing none. Councilman Manganelli moves to approve the minutes, seconded by Councilman Egan. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The meeting minutes are approved. The next item on the agenda is hearing from citizens. This is a time to speak to the council on any issue, not necessarily on the agenda for 3 minutes. This is not a question and answer period. If you would like to speak on the to a council member or the mayor, please stay until after the meeting is over. If you are here to speak on a public hearing, please wait and speak when the public hearing is announced. Before we do proceed with the hearing from citizens, though, I'd like to have Dr. Goodwin read a community update.
The City of Florissant is aware that 3500 St. Catherine, the former St. Rose St. Thomas site, is under contract with Forte Developments, LLC, and Avenue Developments, and that there's been a lot of discussion within the community about this. The administration has told residents that we would continue to keep them informed with any information we receive, which is the reason for this latest update. Avenue Development notified the City of Florissant today, October 27th, that they have officially withdrawn their application with the MHDC, Missouri Housing Development Commission, for the proposed 192-unit family apartments called the Lofts at St. Catherine. They also informed the city that they do still plan to move forward with their proposal for the 100-unit senior resident-only development called the Reserve at St. Catherine. The state application for the 100-unit senior-only development is still expected to take several months before the approval or denial would be granted by the MHDC. After the MHDC process for the senior proposal, the developers would then approach the city for planning and zoning and council approval, which has not happened yet. We will continue to share any further updates as we receive them.
Thank you, Dr. Goodwin. We do have a speaker card with Jason Timmy. Would you please come up? Thank you for being here tonight. Oh, and let me turn this on. Here we go.
So I was just here to speak about a budget item, which was uniforms, kind of give everybody a rundown what we're doing now. At this point, we contract with a company. It's basically a screen printing company. It's not really a uniform company. Guys can go on basically a number of websites, purchase any number of different, items, gets a logo on it. That's basically all they do. There's nothing uniform about it. So that's why at this point we're trying to turn this into actual uniforms, a company that does actual uniforms. Everybody wears the same thing. Everybody looks like a city employee wherever they go. There's no wondering, why does this guy have on jean shorts, this guy has on khaki shorts, same shirt, everything. And most of these companies are basically like a state bid or, something along those lines. So that's where we're at with that.
Okay, this is a little different, but I'd like to move to suspend the rules so that Shildroth seconds, because we do have maybe a question from Ms. Pagano and possibly others. Yes, go ahead.
Hi, Jason.
Hi.
So I'm asking, if maybe you can put this in writing, and I will have several questions, so I'm asking that maybe we have an executive session or something before a meeting Otherwise, it will definitely take more of the public hearing up than.
Yeah, sure, I have an actual breakdown of, you know, fees
Right.
and
So
stuff
if we
like
could-
that already, so.
I mean, I don't know how the council feels like that, but I personally would like something in writing, and then to be able to, you know, ask questions and discuss it
Sure.
with you, whether we do it at the next meeting and, you know, an executive session or whatever.
Yeah, no problem.
But, no, that's it, thank you.
Councilman Egan.
And thank you, Mr. President. I think that what you requested would probably answer my questions, but one of the questions I had Saturday couldn't be answered was, how would this impact the boot program we have going now? If you could include all that in your message to council.
Yeah, I'll put that all in there, and at this point, you know, we do have an allowance for that, which I also think probably needs to be raised because it's the same as when I started 27 years ago. Boots are obviously a
Boots have
lot more
gone up since
expensive
then?
now, yeah.
Yeah, if you could put all that in your message to council, I'd appreciate it as well. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, we'll get
Thank
that
you.
done.
All right, thanks for being here.
All right, thank you.
The next item on the agenda is communications, and there are none this evening. The next item on the agenda is public hearings. Public hearing number 2510032.
In accordance with Section 405-125 of the Florissant zoning code, a public hearing will be held by the City Council of Florissant, Missouri in the council chambers at 955 Rue St. Francois on Monday, October 27, 2025 at 7 p.m. on the following proposition. To authorize a special use permit to Wafa'i Baniwad, DBA Road Tire LLC, to allow for a tire sales and installation with no auto repair in B3 Extensive Business District located at 14090 New Halls Ferry Road. Citizens will have an opportunity to be heard. Anyone with special needs should contact the city clerk at least 5 days before said public hearing by calling 839-7630 or cityclerk@florissantmo.com.
Okay, you're the petitioner.
Yes.
Okay, will you say your names and your city, and then tell us about your project?
Okay, my name is Wafa'i Ben Awad.
My name is Hamda Jarava. We're
Wel-
partners trying to open a
Welcome.
tire shop. Thank
Great.
you.
Tell us about what you want to do. Make sure you're close enough to the mic so it picks up. We have an audience, and
Yeah.
at home they won't be able to hear it. So yeah.
Yeah, you want to open like a tire shop?
Okay.
Yeah, to use and brand new.
Okay. Questions, Councilman Cyan.
Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you, Mr. President. I just have a couple of questions, actually. This was a tire shop before, and my main concern about it was, I don't know that this is necessarily normal for tire shops, but the last one that was there before, and this was several years ago, they used to keep like piles of old tires by the side of the building, and I didn't think that was a very good look. Do you have anything that you can do besides doing that? Like, can you keep them inside or run a disposal schedule or something that would not cause that to happen?
Can I
I
speak?
mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're planning to keep it inside, and we're not going to plan to keep it piled up. And
Okay.
we have scheduled, like, we're going to schedule with the recycle company to take care of it. You know, everything will be taken care of.
okay, I appreciate that, like anything you can do in that regard. And another problem that we have in our commercial areas in general would be with regard to litter. And I know some of our parking lots around there, can kind of get littered. So if you see that, like, can you kind of help and keep the
Yeah.
parking lot
Yeah, we'll
picked
make
up
sure
and
to
that sort
keep
of thing?
everything clean.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay. I appreciate that.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. That's all I have for now.
Councilwoman Pagano.
Good evening. So, are these new and used tires? Are you having both, or is this
Both
just?
new and used tires.
New
yes.
and used.
So install, yeah.
Okay, so you're not going to store any tires outside, say on racks, like your used tires to pull them out of the bays?
No, we're not going to store
Are
anything
there
outside.
3 bays there?
Yes.
Is that how many are in there?
Yeah,
3?
we're not gonna keep anything outside. Whatever we have like used, we're gonna keep inside until the recycle company come and take it. And whatever we're gonna do is like fix, install, and that's it. No major, major fixing.
So no,
Yeah.
no mechanical work
No
at all?
mechanical, no.
Okay, and what are your hours going to be?
The hours,
Uh-huh,
it's gonna be from 8 to...
8 to 6.
8 to 6?
Mhm.
Monday through Friday,
Monday to
Monday
Friday.
through Sunday?
Monday to Friday, Saturday from, like, we're not gonna open like half of the day,
Okay,
couple of hours.
all right, but your used
Sa-
tires will
Saturday,
not
Mon-
be,
Mon-
not
Saturday,
the used
Sunday.
that you're taking off the car, but the used tires that are for sale. Is there enough room racks? And I'm just wondering if
Yeah.
there's enough room in there on 3 bays for racks of new tires, and I'm not sure the storage, but I know it used to be an auto tire, so.
There is enough, and if it's not, we are planning to get like a
Or
storage
the
for it.
disposed tires?
Yeah.
Because they add up quick.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's all I have. Thank you.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Councilman Manganelli.
Thank you, Mr. President. A lot of my questions have been answered. Will you be selling wheels as well, along with the tires?
The,
You know,
no,
the
no,
chrome
just
wheels?
the tires only, no.
Tires only,
Mhm.
okay. And then will you be doing any window tinting?
No.
No.
Okay, okay. All my other questions were answered. All righty, thank you.
Councilman Childress.
Thank you, Mr. President. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Great. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
No rims at all?
No,
Okay. Will there be any overnight parking?
not overnight, no.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yo,
Seeing no more comments or questions from the council, before we close this public hearing, is there anyone in the audience who would like to comment on this public hearing? Seeing no further comments, Councilman Siam moves to close this public hearing, seconded by Councilwoman Parson. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. This public hearing is closed.
thank you so
Thank
much,
you so
appreciate
much.
it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Public hearing number 2510033.
In accordance with Section 405-161 of the Florissant zoning code, a public hearing will be held by the City Council of Florissant, Missouri, in the council chambers at 955 Rue St. Francois on Monday, October 27, 2025, at 7 p.m. on the following proposition: to authorize a special use permit to Lindsay Allen, DBA Ironworks Wellness LLC, to allow for a massage business in a HB Historic Business District located at 493 Rue St. Francois, Suite 16. Citizens will have an opportunity to be heard. Anyone with special needs should contact the city clerk at least 5 days before said public hearing by calling 839-7630 or email cityclerk@florissantmo.com.
Hello,
Hi. Will you state your name and tell us about your project?
my name is Lindsay Allen, and I'm an esthetician, and I do facials, skincare, waxing, which is hair removal.
Okay. Councilman O'Donnell.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening, Lindsay. Welcome.
Thank you.
So you were at another location on St. Francis, is that right?
Yes, I was.
So you were down the street and you moved to this location? How long have you been there, or are you just starting out there?
At this new location?
Yes, the new location.
I just started May.
In May?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. And so in addition to the massage, as a masseuse as well?
No, I am not a massage therapist.
Okay, okay. Guess we have that noted incorrectly. So you said facials, skincare, waxing, so personal care kind of things like that. I must tell you that I had 2 or 3 people reach out to me that are very complimentary of you.
I believe that. My clients are very loyal and very vocally supportive.
That's great. Good for you. I wish you best in your endeavor. That's all I have. Thank you, Mr. President.
Councilwoman Parson.
Hi.
How many therapists do you have?
I'm just me.
It's just you?
Yeah, it's just me.
Okay, so are you planning on getting more therapists?
No.
Or just you?
Yeah, I don't want to manage anyone.
Okay.
Just me.
Okay, no problems, thank you.
Councilman Childress.
Thank you. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Nice to see you. Can you tell me about the hours? I know it's like a beauty shop when, or you're not going to be there at some ungodly hour.
No, I don't generally work outside of like 11:30 to like maybe 8-ish. My hours kind of just depend when people need me, but I live about 30 minutes away, so I don't want to work here past 8 because that means I don't get home till 8:30.
Sure. But you probably Monday through Saturday or
Tuesday through Saturday usually.
Tuesday through Saturday?
Mhm.
Okay, so like a barbershop. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Before we close this public hearing, is there anyone in the audience who would like to comment on this public hearing? Seeing no comments from the audience, Councilman O'Donnell moves to close this public hearing, seconded by Councilwoman Pagano. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. This public hearing is closed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Public hearing number 2510034.
In accordance with Section 405-161 of the Florissant zoning code, a public hearing will be held by the City Council of Florissant, Missouri in the council chambers at 955 Rue St. Francois on Monday, October 27, 2025 at 7 p.m. on the following proposition. To authorize a special use permit to Yvette Smith, DBA Relax, Heal, and Restore to allow for massage business in the HB Historic Business District located at 493 Rue St. Francois, Suite 5. Citizens will have an opportunity to be heard. Any more special needs to contact City Clerk at least 5 days before said public hearing, calling 839-7630 or email cityclerk@florissantmo.com.
Hi.
All right, welcome. Will you state your name and tell us about your project?
My name is Yvette N. Smith. I'm a licensed esthetician, and I have a salon suite for facials, spa services, body treatments.
Okay. Now, is that massage at all?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Estheticians are licensed to do various massages, just
Okay.
not shiatsu and other things.
Okay, we have a question from Councilman O'Donnell.
Thank you, Mr. President. Welcome, Yvette.
Thank you.
So, I'm sorry, you said facials and massage and
Body treatments.
what kind of treatments?
Body treatments.
Oh, body, I'm sorry, my
That's
ears. And this probably is, goes without saying, but you and Lindsay basically in the same building, but that doesn't mean you're the same business. So you each have your own suite. So you're in Suite 5, and I believe she's in Suite 16.
Correct.
So just two separate businesses.
Yes.
Great, great. Well, I wish you the best in your endeavor as well.
Thank you.
That's all I have, Mr. President. Thank you.
Councilwoman Parson.
Hi.
Hi.
What are your hours of operation?
Again, it's kind of like by appointment. Some of my appointments come as early as 9 a.m. I try to cut it off about 6 because then you could leave, by 8 o'clock. Tuesday through, I have some hours for Sunday afternoon. So Tuesday through Sunday.
And is it just you, or do you have others working?
No, it's just me.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one question I thought of. What about nails? Do you do nails?
No, sir.
No nails, okay. Is there any kind of ventilation, specific ventilation that's needed for any of your treatments?
No.
Okay, good to know.
Okay.
I think that's all from the council. Let's see any more. Before we close this public hearing, is there anyone in the audience who would like to comment on this public hearing? Seeing no further comments, Councilman O'Donnell moves to close this public hearing, seconded by Councilman Caputa. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? This public hearing is closed.
Thank you.
Public hearing number 2510035.
In accordance with Section 405-161 of the Florissant zoning code, a public hearing will be held by the City Council of Florissant, Missouri in the council chambers at 955 Rue St. Francois on Monday, October 27, 2025 at 7 p.m. on the following proposition. To authorize a special use permit to La Trescia Minor DBA Spa Exclusive to allow for massage business in an HB Historic Business District located at 1020 Rue St. Francois. Citizens will have an opportunity to be heard. Any more special needs to contact City Clerk at least 5 days before said public hearing by calling 839-7630 or email cityclerk@florissantmo.com.
Hi, welcome.
Hi,
Will you state your name and tell us about your project?
my name is Letitia Minor. I am a massage therapist, sharing a space with another massage therapist. I work by appointment. I take appointments anywhere between 10 and 5 every day. Some days are to 5 o'clock, but most of the time I'm done about 3 o'clock. So that's that.
Okay. All right. Councilman O'Donnell.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening, Letitia.
Hi,
Welcome.
thank you.
So Ward 6 is rolling. We've got all kinds of new things. So is your business a new business, Letitia, or have you been?
No, I've been in business 18, almost 19 years.
Oh, have you?
But I'm new to this space over here.
To that area? And as opposed to the other two in one building, you're actually further up the street towards.
I'm just right
Florissant.
across the street
Yeah,
from here.
From here.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha. And then, in addition to massage, was there any other kinds of?
Yeah, I do massage, facials, and body treatments as well.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I wish you also the best.
Thank you, I
and
appreciate it.
Thank you, that's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilman O'Donnell. I see no more questions from the council. So we will ask the audience, is there anyone who would like to comment on this public hearing? Okay, I see no comments from the audience. So Councilman Childeroth moves to close this public hearing, seconded by Councilman Egan. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. This public hearing is closed.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Public hearing number 251036.
In accordance with Section 405-135 of the Florissant zoning code, a public hearing will be held by the City Council of Florissant, Missouri, in the council chambers of 955 Rue St. Francois on Monday, October 27, 2025, at 7 p.m. on the following proposition: to amend ordinance number 5964 to allow for changes to exterior paint color, hours of operation, and building code standards in the B5 Planned Commercial District located at 158 Howder-Shell Road. Citizens will have an opportunity to be heard. Anyone with special needs should contact the city clerk at least 5 days before said public hearing, calling 839-7630 or email cityclerk@florissantmo.com.
All right, welcome.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, state your name and tell us what you're doing at.
My name Muhammad Yaqub, owner for New York Grill.
Okay. And what are you doing with this space here with this property?
Same thing, restaurant like New York Grill, same.
Okay. So you already have a location.
Yeah, in
Right.
Florissant we have 3 locations.
Okay. Let's see. There's a couple questions here from. Let's start with Councilman Meganelli.
Actually, Mr. President, I'd like to defer to Mr. Egan first for his
Okay,
questions, since
well-
it's his ward.
Very good. Councilman Egan.
Thank you, Mr. Manganelli. Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening, sir. Good to
Hey, how
see
you
you.
doing?
I have not had the opportunity to talk to you about this project prior. If you called me, I got to apologize. I've had some issues with my phone recorder. I did get a couple messages. I don't know that they were from you or not. But that is my ward, and I do have a few questions. What hours do you plan on running your restaurant, this particular restaurant?
So far from 10 to 12.
10 to 12, at 10
Yes.
a.m. to 12 midnight, and that is how many days a week?
Monday to 7 days a week.
7 days a week? Okay,
Yeah,
very
except
good.
Sunday 11 o'clock we open.
So you'll close every night at midnight,
Yes, sir.
and 10 o'clock during the week, and Sunday you'll start at 11.
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Now, the renovations you're going to do that building, I saw a example of the sign you're going to use. Is that the standard sign that you have at your other restaurants? Is that the same sign?
Same sign, the one Jack in the Box have it. Same size, same everything.
Right, it's going to be in that sign, but is that the same sign, type of sign you use at the other
Same
restaurants?
thing, yes, sir.
Okay. That area up there is kind of undergoing a bit of a renovation, if you will. We've got some brand-new homes coming in up there. We have the new aquatic center, Coke Park, so you're in a really nice spot up there.
That's
The
good.
Aldi just opened up there, and I'll be very honest with you, the color you chose for the building, I'm not the biggest fan of. I got to be honest. It's kind of, in my opinion, it's a little loud. But
Okay.
But maybe we can talk about that prior to
I'm
this
open.
approval.
I'm open, doesn't matter, yeah, it's
You know,
okay.
we-
I don't have no problem.
I appreciate it. Maybe you and I can talk before this bill gets passed. One of the issues I do have in that area is trash on the parking lots. The Dairy Queen right next to you, the owner, Jim is his name, or John, and is a great guy, and he's out there every day. Mr. Muhammad, he's out there picking up his lot, and he's cutting his grass, and then to the south of him is the Family Video. Oh,
I'm
that'd be for
sorry.
you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay, if it's important, you can take it.
No, no.
But the family video has been an ongoing problem, and the trash up there is just absolutely horrible. And if you go through there, I suggest next time you go up there, just drive their parking lot. And we've been trying to work with them to get them to police the parking lot. And I hope that I can get a promise from you that you'll police your parking lot every single day.
But,
Of the trash, pick up the trash on your parking lot.
I understand, but you're talking about Jack in the Box next to Dairy Queen. We are
Right.
next to Quick Trip. We are different.
You're
locations.
between Dairy Queen and Quick Trip, correct?
No, we are between Aldi and Quick Trip.
You're between who?
Aldi.
But my point is in that area, I have at least one business that really has a trash problem, and I'm hoping that I don't have one with
I'm
you.
100% with you. No, I don't like trash in the parking lot. You know, we hire somebody coming every morning. I have one in West Florissant. We hire somebody coming every morning before we open to clean all the trash and do like little maintenance and leave.
Perfect.
3 hours every day.
Perfect, because that's a big concern up there. And again, like I said, you're in a really, really nice area. My last and final concern is the speaker you're going to have the drive-through, correct?
Yes, sir.
If we have complaints from the neighbors on the speaker, sometimes they get adjusted a little too loud. You'd be willing to work with the neighbors on that to turn it down?
I'm open to do that, yes.
All right, very good. Thank you
No
very much,
problem.
and welcome to Ward 3. I
Thank
think
you.
you're going to like
Thank
it
you.
up there.
Thank you.
Okay, Council Manganelli has canceled his question. Is there anyone else? All right. Before this public hearing is closed, is there anyone in the audience who would like to comment? Okay. Seeing no further comments, Councilman Egan moves to close this public hearing, seconded by Councilman Manganelli. All in favor?
Thank
Any
you.
opposed? Motion carried. Public hearing is closed. Public hearing number 2510037.
In accordance with Section 405-125 of the Florissant zoning code, a public hearing will be held by the City Council of Florissant, Missouri, in the council chambers at 955 Rue St. Francois on Monday, October 27, 2025, at 7 p.m. on the following proposition: to authorize a special use permit to Brandy Swan, DBA R&B Bar and Grill, to allow for a tavern cocktail lounge in a B3 Extensive Business District located at 462 North Highway 67. Citizens will have an opportunity to be heard, and with special needs to contact the city clerk at least 5 days before said public hearing by calling 839-7330 or email at cityclerk@florissant.com.
I love how everybody tonight is coming up before you.
I know, I
love it.
It's great, it's working.
It's great. Welcome.
Thank you.
Will you state your name and tell us about what you're doing?
My name is Brandy Swan, and I want to open a bar and grill.
Okay.
That's the basis of it, just.
Okay. Councilman Egan.
I would defer to Mr. O'Donnell if he wants to go first, as is
Yes,
his ward as
Mr.
well.
Lyon, I apologize. Councilman O'Donnell.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening, Brandy, is it? Thank you, and welcome. What kind of hours would you propose for your business?
We're doing 11 to 1, and on Sundays, like during the football season, I want to do 11 to 6, just for, was it 11 to 6, 11 to 8, something like that.
So you would be open 7 days a week?
Yes.
Okay. And I see you're calling R&B Bar and Grill. So tell me about the grill part. So as a restaurant, what kind of menu would you be serving?
Bar food, wings, burgers, nachos, fries.
Okay. And what hours would the food menu be available?
From 12 to 12.
So basically, you would have that while you were
Options
open,
available.
essentially. And then tell me about the bar part of it. So were you intending on having music with the location?
Yes.
Okay, and would that be a DJ or a
DJ.
DJ? And there's a bar in that facility, is that right?
There is.
Right now. And so So you would have tables, would there be tables other than for the restaurant? In other words, would there be a restaurant section and a bar section? Or is it like seating for either of those?
So it's pretty much an open space, but there is like a bar section where there's bar stools at the bar. There's a couple tall tables. And then on the other end, there's a little stage. Like for karaoke, there'll be tables there where people can sit if they want to sit there and dine, or just sit there and watch, whatever's going on the stage.
Okay. And was there a dance floor as well?
Mm-hmm.
There will be, okay. I think informationally, that's all the questions I have right now. Thank you, Mr. President.
Councilman Egan.
Thank you. Good evening, Ms. Swan. Good to see you. I got a few questions. You currently have an establishment?
I don't.
You don't? Are you somehow affiliated with the sports spot over in St. John or Breckenridge Hills?
My brother-in-law.
Your brother-in-law is affiliated with that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you do the postings for his Facebook post on that?
I share, yeah.
Right. I've seen those. What's the status of his of that place over there?
So they had a small fire.
Small fire?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And so I guess the landlord is just trying to get it back together. They had some stuff they had to do. They're just trying to get it back open.
So do they currently have a liquor license?
He did have a liquor license.
Okay. Until when?
I'm not sure.
Hey, can I ask you what his name is?
Willie.
Willie, and his last name?
Swan.
Willie, it's Swan, okay.
Swan. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so you're not affiliated with that business as far as, are you a manager there? Do you work there?
I bartend there.
You're a bartender there. Are you a manager there?
No, just.
You're just a bartender. And you're not on the corporate, you're not anywhere affiliated with the corporation there? You're not with the state of Missouri, in the state of Missouri, when he assigned the corporation up for that, your name's not on there as an officer?
No.
Okay, very good. I'm going to be very candid with you. I'm not a huge fan of these types of businesses. How do you plan on charging people for the things like comedy? Are you going to have comedy club in there? I know they have comedy club in at the other one, or they had before.
I'm not too sure. We'll do different shows. So we might have a comedian. We might do different shows. It all depends on how.
And do you charge folks to come in for those shows?
No.
And what about, do you charge them to buy like a table fee or a parking fee or things that are?
Oh no, they pay for the liquor and the food.
Okay, well, I'll be very candid with you. I was a police officer for 40 years, and I'm not a huge fan of dance floors and DJs, because it seems that they're always kind of go together with fights and disturbances and the such. So I gotta be honest with you, but I'm only one person up on the stage. What about hookah? You gonna have hookah there?
No.
Do you have hookah? Is there hookah at the place you bartend now?
Every now and then.
Every now and again? But, okay. All right, I don't have any further questions right now. I may have some more later on. Thank you, though.
No problem.
Councilman Minganelli.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just have one lingering question from what you said. You mentioned whatever is going on the stage. What do you anticipate going on the stage?
So we could do, I plan on having a karaoke night once a week, every night, karaoke. But for instance, the karaoke, he mentioned a comedy. If we run across a comedian, we'll do a comedy show. It's just a stage there, and we haven't quite decided everything it's going to be utilized for, but it's just a stage. Possibly a live band. It kind of all depends on.
Okay. I do worry then, as far as, what you might come up with for the stage doesn't exactly meet what, I guess the laws of common decency or whatever, that type of thing. That's why I was just hoping you'd have more of a, well, we're gonna do this, 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 and this only.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Councilman Caputa.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yes, welcome. I have a question on your security system. Are you going to have videos, security going at all time as the business is open? Security 24 hours a day, cameras going?
I haven't decided to have cameras. I will have security there at the door, but I haven't decided to have cameras. No.
You haven't decided to have cameras?
Yeah, I don't necessarily.
Okay. All right. That's all I have. Thank you.
Councilwoman Pagano.
Hi, how are you?
Good evening.
So you're the sole owner. You're the one that we would go to any problem. There's no one else?
Me.
Partnership or anything like that? So you will be making all the decisions for there, right?
Yes.
Okay. So there is no window tint on those windows? Is it all gone? Is it all off of those windows, do you know?
Right, there's no tent.
No tent left. All right, and Councilman Caputa asked my question about the security cameras inside and out. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Back to Councilman Egan.
Thank you. Again, I get a follow-up question. You're applying for a tavern license, correct?
Yes,
And not a restaurant license?
correct. It's,
Why are you applying for a tavern license and not a restaurant license?
I'm doing bar and grill. The basis of it is the bar. So if, let's say one night I don't have food, it's not mandatory that I have food because I'm not a restaurant.
Okay, so you're not committing to having at least 50% sales in food, correct?
I plan on it.
I mean, yeah, we hope so, but by advertising by licensing as a tavern, you don't have to have that, correct? You don't have a minimum of food sales you have to meet, like if you were a restaurant with a liquor license.
Correct.
Okay. So, and I'm going to have to ask the attorney a question. So if she's licensed as a tavern and she can have food, obviously if the health inspectors and all that kind of, but she's not required to, is that?
That's correct.
So then if you're not liking the way food's going, then she doesn't have to have it.
That's correct.
Okay, very good. And then one last question. You said you plan on having security. Why will you need security?
Just to secure the building, it's just nothing drastic.
So are you anticipating issues, ma'am?
Say again?
Are you anticipating like problems or issues?
No.
Okay. All right, that's all I got right now. Thank you.
Okay. Hey, it looks like we've run out of questions from the council. Appreciate you being here tonight. I do want to ask the audience, is there anyone in the audience that would like to comment on this public hearing before we close it? Come on forward, sir. Ma'am, you can have a seat and we will listen to the comments. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Lauren Hoyt. I just have a concern of, we have a lot of liquor license being issued in the city of Florissant, and I just think that we need to slow down on the issuing of the liquor licenses. That's all I have. Thank you.
Sir. Are there any more comments on this public hearing? Okay. Hearing none, no further comments. Councilwoman Parson moves to close this public hearing, seconded by Councilman Siam. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? This public hearing is closed. The next item on the agenda is old business. The first item is bills for second reading. Bill number 10119. Councilman Siam moves for a second reading, seconded by Councilman Shildroff. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Ordinance authorizing an amendment to special use permit number 9072 to Harrington Hospitality Group Incorporated, DBA Chick-fil-A, to allow for an amendment to the site plan in a B3 extensive business district located at 3159 North Highway 67.
Councilman Siam moves for a third reading, seconded by Councilman Caputa. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Ordinance authorizing amendment to special use permit number 9072 to Harrington Hospitality Group Incorporated, DBA Chick-fil-A, to allow for an amendment to the site plan in the B3 extensive business district located at 3159 North Highway 67.
Before the final vote is taken, is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on this bill? Hearing none, clerk, please poll the council for the final vote.
Manganelli? Yes. Egan? Yes. Caputa? Yes. Shildroth?
Yes.
Pagano? Oh, sorry, O'Donnell? Pagano? Yes. Parson? Yes. Did you say it? Yes, okay. Siam? Yes. Harris?
Yes.
Got a little ahead of myself. Sorry.
Bill number 10119 passes and becomes ordinance number 9119. Bill number 10120. Councilman Siam moves for a second reading, seconded by Councilwoman Pagano. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Ordinance authorizing amendment to ordinance number 9010 as amended to allow for a restaurant in a B5 planned commercial district located 2312 North Highway 67.
Councilman Siam moves for a third reading, seconded by Councilman Manganelli. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Ordinance authorizing amendment to ordinance number 9010 as amended to allow for a restaurant in the B5 planned commercial district located 2312 North Highway 67.
Before the final vote is taken, is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this bill? Hearing none, clerk, please poll the council for the final vote.
Manganelli? Yes. Egan? Yes. Caputa? Yes. Shildroth?
Yes.
O'Donnell?
Yes.
Pagano? Yes. Parson? Siam? Yes. Harris?
Yes. Bill number 10120 passes and becomes ordinance number 9120. Substitute bill number 10121. Councilman Pagano moves to accept the substitute bill, seconded by Councilman Egan. Discussion.
And bring the petitioner up.
Councilman Pagano moves to suspend the rules, seconded by Councilman Egan. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The rules are suspended. Could we have the petitioner for the Pretty Wasted LLC, DBA Pink Martini? Will you please come forward? Thank you. Okay, will you please state your name for the record?
Yes, it's Mary Milton. Good evening.
Okay, thanks for being back here tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Councilwoman Pagano?
Hi.
Hello.
Sorry, I was not at the last meeting, so, and this is in my ward, so I have several questions, and I rewatched the meeting.
Okay.
So, your hours are from 3 to 1 and close Monday, right?
3 to 12:30. We hope to have the guests out by 1 o'clock.
Out by 1,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
And then on Sundays, it's till midnight?
Yes, ma'am.
Correct?
We'll start shutting down about 11:30 to get the guests out by 12.
Okay. So, my next question is the music and the DJs.
So we are hoping to have a guest DJ, just give an opportunity for all of the creators to come and show their work. So we're having a DJ on Saturdays and Sundays. Well, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, we plan on having a DJ. But throughout the week, we're going to have just regular, just radio.
So Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays?
Yes.
And what time will they stop and start?
So we will have them start closer to around 6 or 7 in the evening to about 12:30.
So I'm going to be quite honest with you. I have had a bar up there before you. So, and you're very close to apartments.
Mm-hmm.
And during that, and I've had residents call me on this and really aren't fond of it going in. Because of music, because of people, because of trash and noises, because they are in such close proximity. My question to you is, why did you pick this space? I'm just curious.
So Pink Martini is going to be an upscale martini lounge and also a cocktail lounge, and I think it's just perfect for what I'm trying to do. The space only hold about 94 guests, including staff, and I think that's perfect. We're going to have about maybe 40 to 60 guests. It's going to be a space for creative. We're going to have our age limit to be 35 in order to get in, so it's just a space for creatives as far as comedians, artists, poets, and just people like that, a safe space for people more like myself to come in and have a good time. So I understand the residents' concern because I'm also a homeowner here in Florissant, so I totally get the concerns. I just want a safe space for people to come and just, you know, be able to promote and show their craft.
Okay, because I mean, I'm looking at, and when I went up to the shopping center again, there is mirror tint, window tint on the one window and on the door. That in the ordinance would have to come off.
Yes, of course. We plan to abide by all of their rules and regulations applied by Florissant.
Okay. And other than that, there is nothing else in that strip mall other than a church on the right, the far right, and an adult daycare on the far left. And this sits like right in a cubby.
Yes.
Right, that you can't see. Visually, it's not there.
Mhm.
So, I guess I was just curious on that location, like why it would be there. But moving on, so I got the windows. I just had several questions, so I apologize. So you're saying I know there's occupancy for what, 95?
94.
Okay. In there, so at the council meeting, you stated about security, and you have 2 inside and 1 outside. So if this is like just sort of a low-key martini bar, why so much security for 94 people?
Well, we were concerned also about everything that's been happening, going on with other clubs and bars and things like that. So we want to make sure that we're making our guests feel safe. So even though we have, you know, about 3 security, they're not going to be dressed as if they're security. They're kind of going to just be walking around and making sure that the guests feel safe, just because a lot has been happening just throughout a lot of the community. So we just want a safe space for our guests.
Okay, speaking on that, since MoDOT has done the lovely one-way on Dunn Road, that shopping center in particular is very challenging for our police officers to get there, or fire department to get there. I don't know if you're aware, if you're considering safety. I mean, that's
Yes.
a big issue, that it takes them a little bit longer to get there. So, you know, that's so.
Yes, I can guarantee, like, our target audience are mature adults. So this is for working class people like myself. We're just coming out, you know, to show our crafts, have some good cocktails, and enjoy, you know, some downtime and try to, you know, steer away from everything that's going on in the world. So we don't plan on having a lot of problems and issues, but I know they're going to come about, so I can't make any promises. But our ultimate goal is to make sure that our guests are safe.
So, and then in the substitute bill, so what you talked about at the council meeting, there was a camera at the door, and then you were pointing to outside in the parking lot?
Yes, I want to make sure that if requested, that the police and whoever needs to get the video, that they have full surveillance of what's going on.
Right, so, but in the substitute bill, you're aware that there needs to be cameras inside?
Yes, ma'am, there will be cameras.
So there'll be more than what was stated at.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have cameras like at the back door. We're going to have a bunch at the bar, some that's facing the front door. Also, I'm planning on a bunch of cameras because also, like I said, we want to make sure that the guests are safe and we're applying to code. So.
Okay. So the classes that you teach, this was another, when are they taught?
We host our classes on Sundays from 11 to about 3 to 4 o'clock.
So on Sundays, you're not open from 2 until midnight, you're open at 11?
Yes, but it's going to be only for our students. So I kept my classes only at 5 students per class. So it'll be myself, my sister, she's also my co-instructor, and about 5 students. So normally we may not have 5. We may have maybe 2 to 3, but normally we cap our classes at 5 students.
So the bar won't be open at that time, it's just the classes are only on Sundays?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. And then this may go to our city attorney. While I was up there at that strip today, there are like a few code violations. I mean, is there any way that we can have those code violations fixed before any business that would go in it? There's shingles off the roof, there's a sign down. You know, just a few things that I saw that I know if our code enforcement officer went up there, I'm sure that they would find more. So just holding the owners of the property responsible for their property is what I'm trying to do. So is there some way that I could do that?
So that would fall under our code, under the occupancy permit section, generally speaking. And occupancy is not granted until the space that the individual is going into is up to code. In this instance, it would depend on where we're talking about and whether that would implicate this space in particular.
Would the shingles off the roof and things are directly over her building?
Yes.
And the sign is down the ways in a median. And
So I would have to defer to the building code official on that, but the building code allows discretion not to give the occupancy permit if the space is not up to code, and that's the building code, et cetera. And so that would require, every time there's a new occupancy, there's an inspection, and they would go in and then identify those issues. So they
can
determine.
inspect the outside of the whole center and not just that building, not just her where she's renting.
Well, the occupancy is going to be for the space that she's renting.
Right.
But if you're, for example, the issue is implicating a code violation that would implicate that space, then that would be something that the building code official may require that the building owner fix, or may do some sort of conditional occupancy permit and say, okay, we'll let them in, but you have to fix this. It's just, I don't know, it would depend on the issue in particular when they go out there.
May I? So I've spoken to the owner of the building, of the property. He is aware that he's also promised to fix anything that needs to be fixed. He's going to put a new roof on that building, and if granted the occupancy permit, we're not going to open until all of those issues are fixed.
So, again, I appreciate what you're doing. I am one vote. I'm trying to listen to my residents and the people here. I just think that I have to go with what my residents and those living in the area want, because there is also a bar right next door that's been there for years. I mean, and one strip over from you.
Oh, I thought that was a liquor store.
Over, right next to the liquor store.
Oh.
There's another bar. And so I think they're just done. So, again, I'm one vote.
Yeah, I appreciate your
But
feedback.
I appreciate what you're doing, and thank you for answering my questions.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Councilman Egan.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good evening, Ms. Melton. As I told the last lady who was up here, I am not a fan of this business model. I want to tell you why. I'm not a prude. I drink alcohol. Matter of fact, I'll probably have a beer tonight with my dinner. I've probably been in a sports bar, if you will, in the city of Florissant. I would suggest probably 2,800 times in my life, if not more. So I go in these places. These places are like Mattingly's. I don't know if you're familiar with Mattingly's or
Love Mattingly's.
Locker Room or Ooey's or Hanky's or any of these places. And I very candidly have never seen a problem, not once. However, I worked in an area where we had a nightclub district, and what you're basically proposing here, whether you call it a lounge or it's being licensed as a tavern, is basically a nightclub, because you're going to have dancing and a dance floor and DJ and music, and there's no food, and it's really not where you go in and watch the game on TV and root for whatever your team is, and you eat and drink and you go home. What happens historically, as a young policeman especially, we'd have to go to these nightclubs every single night. Someone bumps into somebody. Someone asks the wrong girl to dance or the wrong guy to dance. And it just the vibe, and we've seen in this community, the place that you're replacing in there was fraught with problems because it was basically a nightclub. And I think the definition, in my opinion, of insanity is doing the same thing time and time again and expecting different outcomes. I appreciate what you're doing. Even the security guards, are they going to be licensed security guards, or are they going to be just like bouncers that you hire?
Well, I want to have licensed security guards, and I totally understand everyone's concerns. Because myself, I'm 40 years old, so I don't like to go to the rowdier places.
Right.
But there's really no place in Florissant that is a bar or lounge that is for more people like myself. I am a healthcare professional, but I also love the art of cocktails. So I want to share that with people. I have over 15 years experience. I'm also a licensed instructor by the state of Missouri for the TIPS program. So we know how to recognize overly intoxicated guests, and we know how to handle those situations accordingly. So I don't really see anything that's going to happen that's going to, disturb the peace, any big concerns, just because I know the following that I have and the people that support me are the working class adults, mature adults that want to come out and have a good time. We're going to have live bands. We're going to do comedy shows. There's so much that I want to do here in this space. And the reason why I chose this space, because it is a smaller venue, and I don't have to worry about it becoming a big club. So there's so much other than just it being a bar, a lounge. It's going to be like a Cheers bar. I want it to be a safe space because I also have to get back home. I work from 9 to 5:30. So I have ethics, and I know what it takes to run a bar because I'm a bar consultant. I've been in bar management for over 15 years. So I don't really see a lot happening here in this space because of the guests my target audience are the working class.
Okay, thank you, I can appreciate it. What's your LLC name? You're doing LLC?
My LLC is Pretty Wasted.
Pretty well, okay, Pretty
Yes.
Wasted, okay. That's all I got, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Parson.
Hi, many of my questions have already been answered, but one question that I had was, you are catering to 35 and older.
Yes.
Of course, I would fit in that category. But how are you advertising for your establishment?
So I have a platform. I'm on Facebook at Pretty Wasted too, and then I'm on Instagram as Pretty Wasted too. So we do a lot of that marketing, but most of the marketing is going to be as far as my bartending training classes, cocktail mixers. We want to have like sipping paints. We want to have like bar competitions as far as making cocktails. And things like that. So it's going to be more of the marketing towards creative. People that love the art of making cocktails, people that are artists, painters, like I said, karaoke and things like that. So it's more of a creative space for people to come in. Also, my daughter, she's 21. She's in a band, so I want to make a safe space for the band parents. I don't know if you guys have kids that play in the bands. I go out to some of her concerts, and I'm just, very uncomfortable because, it's a bunch of kids and stuff. So I want to create a safe space for the parents. And it's like a very small stage there, so we can come out and support them and just kind of let them do maybe an hour set or so.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman Childress.
Thank you. Hi, Mary.
Hello.
So I'm guessing the guy at the door, one of your security guys, you talked about 35. He's going to be looking at IDs, and if they're under 35, you're not going to let them in? Is that right?
Absolutely not. We're very strict on the ID check. We're going to make sure we're going to have one of those metal detector wands, making sure that the guests are not bringing in anything. But yes, it's a very strict 35 and up.
Okay. That was my question. Thank you.
Councilman Manganelli.
Thank you, Mr. President. One of my questions also been asked. Did you say you're going to mostly have a DJ and they would be playing till 12:30?
Yes, I'm gonna say in between 12 and 12:30, but we're not gonna play any rap. If it is old school, it's gonna be old school rap, mostly 80s and 90s rap. I'm a jazz person. I'm R&B, kind of a blues, that type of thing. Yeah, and I think that if we kind of separate the rap, that'll kind of deter people from coming in. You know, the people that is not my target audience. So.
Okay. I mean, as far as the content of the music, if it's that or whatever, I just worry about loud music till 12:30 in the morning. When you have somebody in the apartments right behind you, it has to be at work at 5 or 6 in the morning. The next morning, they can't get to sleep. I know a lot of the establishments that have bands or whatever, they stop at like 9 or 10 at night.
Yes.
So, I mean.
Yeah, with the bands, they're probably going to be out about 8 o'clock. So it's just going to be soft music up until then. I do want to have TVs for the game, sports nights, and, things like that, yes. So we're not going to have like a bunch of loudspeakers in there. I think we're going to have like maybe 2 speakers and an amp. The space is really small, so we don't need to carry a lot of loud music.
Okay. And then again, you said it's a nice, calm crowd.
Very nice, calm crowd, and I'm sticking to that because I'm a very calm person, and if it's too much going on, it just jumps my anxiety. So I do want a relaxed environment.
But there'll be metal detectors at the doors.
Yes, absolutely.
All righty. That's all I have. Thank you.
Councilman O'Donnell.
Thank you, Mr. President. Welcome, Mary.
Thank you.
I must admit, I'm kind of struggling as well, but I really, really want to support it. I just would compliment you because I think your presentation is excellent, and just the way you carry yourself and present and describe really what you want to do. Having said that, and I kind of feel this, and for whatever difference it makes, I think that you're going to be, and you probably already are, going to be successful in anything, just because of the kind of person that you really appear to be. And I guess I'm drawing an analogy similar to how Mr. Egan was looking at it from his from his profession. And I do the same. I was a pharmacist for 40 years. But to speak to the things that you were promoting and that you were talking about, first of all, music. I just love music. I think that would be great. Having a drink with friends, something I'm all in favor of. Dance, back in the day, there was a time that I could kind of cut a rug. Having food or not having food, actually. So there's that. But then when we turn from the music and when we say it's going to be a DJ or performing of some kind, or when it's drinks with friends and it's till 12:30-ish, or when there's a dancing but there's a dance floor. So I kind of liken it to, in terms of pharmacy, one of the things a pharmacist does is evaluates for drug interactions, that is drug-to-drug interactions. So oftentimes we take medicines and they may be really helpful, they may be well tolerated, but some medicines, when they're mixed together, they create a whole different sort of circumstances. They could lead to uncontrolled bleeding or irregular heartbeats, kidney or liver toxicity, respiratory depression, all kinds of different things. So there's things to evaluate with regard to that. And the first rule of medicine and all of healthcare is to do no harm. So in other words, you got all these good things, and these medicines are doing these good things, but you don't want to do anything that's going to harm. So the analogy that I would draw is that all of these things sound fun. It sounds like something my wife and I would enjoy an evening doing. But then in some regard, when all of those things, and the ones I mentioned specifically, when those are mixed together, I think it becomes like a drug interaction. How do we know that? Sometimes that's an immediate, sometimes that could be delayed, maybe it never happens. But when these types of medicines, if you will, for the analogy purpose, are mixed together in other businesses, we've seen kind of it roll downhill out of control to where there became all kinds of problems, even though it sounds like you have intent on controlling that. And so then maybe the response, if I were you, I would just say, well, you can't lump me in with other people. And maybe that's a bad thing to do, or other businesses maybe more specifically. And maybe that's not a fair thing to do, but it kind of is, I don't know, it just the way it unfolds. So as I said, I just really would be on your side, and all about for you, and because of the way you seem to want to go about it. But this whole thing with adding this mix of medications that potentially become drug interactions, and then affecting the body in terms of the analogy, which really is the neighborhood, the city, the community. So, and not like something's gonna happen and the entire city's gonna be infected by it. But I kind of see it as a ripple effect, that there's where the potential downside comes from. So that is the kind of thing that I'm struggling for. But in any event, I just wish you much success in whatever you do. So thank you.
I appreciate that. Throughout this journey, it has been very long and stressful, and I've been fighting for it since the beginning of the year, since February. I really had to convince the owner of the property to give me a chance. He was also having concerns of it being allowed music and, the residents, and it turning into a nightclub. So I had to do a whole presentation. I had to meet with him 3 times just to kind of convince him, to let him know that this is not my goal plan and it is not my dream. I just want to share my journey through the love of cocktails. So I know it's going to be a lot of risk, and I cannot promise anything, but what I can guarantee is that I will be there making sure the guests are safe. I've been working in the clinic. I'm a clinical coordinator, so I know how to recognize guests and patients that are, becoming overly intoxicated or feel like they have too much, and I will be there to assist and do whatever that I can to make sure that everyone is safe in this establishment. So I'm aware of the risk, and it's just been a dream of mine, so I just want to do it in this lifetime, and I don't know what else to do to convince everyone that this is a really great thing. I think Florissant deserve it. I think people that are creatives, more like myself, need a space to where we can really have a good time. This will not be a club, I can guarantee you that.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay. I don't see any more questions from the council at this time. What we have is we have a substitute bill on the floor. Councilwoman Pagano moved to accept the bill, seconded by Egan. We were in discussion. And all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Motion carried, and the substitute is accepted. I will move for a second reading. Councilman Harris has moved for a second reading. Seconded by Councilwoman Parson. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Ordinance to authorize a special use permit to Pretty Wasted LLC, DBA Pink Martini, to allow for a tavern in a B3 extensive business district located at 1833 Dunn Road.
I will move for a third reading. Is there a second? I'll second third reading. Councilman Egan seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Ordinance to authorize a special use permit to Pretty Wasted LLC, DBA Pink Martini, to allow for a tavern in a B3 extensive business district located at 1833 Dunn Road.
Before the final vote is taken, is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this bill? Okay. Hearing none, clerk, please poll the council for the final vote.
Manganelli? No. Egan? No. Caputa? No. Shildroth? No. O'Donnell?
No.
Pagano? Parson? Siam? Harris?
Yes. The bill has failed. That's it, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Bill number 10122. Oh. Oh, yes. Councilman Siam moves for a second reading. Seconded by Councilman Caputa. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Ordinance to amend ordinance number 7965 as amended to allow for a restaurant inside Walmart in a B5 planned commercial district located at 3390 North Highway 67.
Councilman Siam moves for a third reading. Seconded by Councilman Shildroth. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Ordinance to amend ordinance number 7965 as amended to allow for a restaurant inside a Walmart in a B5 planned commercial district located at 3390 North Highway 67.
Before the final vote is taken, is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this bill? Hearing none, clerk, please poll the council for the final vote.
Manganelli? Yes. Egan? Yes. Caputa? Yes. Shildroth? Yes. O'Donnell?
Yes.
Pagano? Yes. Parson? Siam? Harris?
Yes. Bill number 10122 passes and becomes ordinance number 9121. Is that correct? Okay. Bill number 10123. Councilman O'Donnell moves for a second reading. Seconded by Councilman Caputa. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Ordinance authorizing an amendment to B5 ordinance number 9084 to allow for change in the exterior wall materials in the B5 planned commercial district for the property located at 1280 North Highway 67.
Councilman O'Donnell moves for a third reading. Seconded by Councilman Shildroth. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Ordinance authorizing an amendment to B5 ordinance number 9084 to allow for changes in the exterior wall materials and in a B5 planned commercial district for the property located at 1280 North Highway 67.
Before the final vote is taken, is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this bill? Hearing none, clerk, please poll the council for the final vote.
Manganelli? Yes. Egan? Yes. Caputa? Yes. Shildroth? Yes. O'Donnell? Yes. Pagano? Yes. Parson? Siam? Harris?
Yes. Bill number 10123 passes and becomes ordinance number 9122. Bill number 10124. Councilman Manganelli moves for a second reading. Seconded by Councilman Caputa. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Ordinance authorizing an amendment to section 2101910C, sale of marijuana-infused products, marijuana accessories by amending the proximity to certain institutions.
Councilman Caputa moves for a third reading. Seconded by Councilman Shildroth. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Ordinance authorizing an amendment to section 2101910C, sale of marijuana-infused products, marijuana accessories by amending the proximity to certain institutions.
Before the final vote is taken, is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this bill? Hearing none, clerk, please poll the council for the final vote.
Manganelli? Yes. Egan? Yes. Caputa? Yes. Shildroth? Yes. O'Donnell? Yes. Pagano? Yes. Parson? Siam? Harris?
Yes. Bill number 10124 passes and becomes ordinance number 9123. Bill number 10127. Councilman Shildroth moves for a second reading. Seconded by Councilman Egan. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Ordinance authorizing transfer of special use permit number 3220 from Crystal Creek Health and Rehabilitation to Willow Creek Wellness and Rehabilitation LLC to allow for a nursing home located at 250 South New Florissant Road.
Councilman Shildroth moves for a third reading. Seconded by Councilwoman Parson. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Ordinance authorizing a transfer of special use permit number 3220 from Crystal Creek Health and Rehabilitation to Willow Creek Wellness and Rehabilitation, get the hard word to say, LLC to allow for a nursing home located at 250 South New Florissant Road.
Before the final vote is taken, is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this bill? Hearing none, clerk, please poll the council for the final vote.
Manganelli? Egan? Caputa? Shildroth? O'Donnell? Pagano? Parson? Cyan? Harris?
Yes. Bill number 10127 passes and becomes ordinance number 9124. Bill number 10128. Councilman Manganelli moves for a second reading. Seconded by Councilman Egan. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed?
Ordinance authorizing amendment to Chapter 520, that's 2. Signs and billboards, Section 520160, pennants, flags, etc., by deleting it in its entirety.
Councilman Cyan moves for a third reading. Seconded by Councilman Shildroth. All in favor? Any opposed?
Ordinance authorizing amendment to Chapter 520, signs and billboards, Section 520160, pennants, flags, etc., by deleting it in its entirety.
Before the final vote is taken, is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this bill? Hearing none, clerk, please poll the council for the final vote.
Manganelli? Egan? Caputa? Shildroth? O'Donnell? Pagano? Parson? Cyan? Harris?
Yes. Bill number 10128 passes and becomes ordinance number 9125. The next item on the agenda is new business. The first item under new business is board appointments. Are there any council appointments? I don't see any. Okay, we have no appointments this evening. Okay, I take that back. Councilman Shildroth.
I would like to reappoint Jeff Pladosian to the Board of Adjustment.
Councilmember Shildroth makes a motion to appoint, seconded by Councilman Egan. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The appointment is made.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Resolution number 1075.
Resolution for Land and Water Conservation Fund application for federal assistance to improve Malamphy Park walking trail.
I'll move for a second reading. Seconded by Councilman Egan. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Resolution for Land and Water Conservation Fund application for federal assistance to improve the Malamphy Park walking trail.
I'll move for a third reading. Seconded by Councilman Manganelli. Roll call vote, please.
Manganelli? Egan? Caputa? Shildroth? O'Donnell? Pagano? Parson? Cyan? Harris?
Yes.
Resolution for Land and Water Conservation Fund application for federal assistance to improve the Malamphy Park walking trail.
Before the final vote is taken, is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on this resolution? Hearing none, clerk, please poll the council for the final vote.
Manganelli? Egan? Caputa? Shildroth? O'Donnell? Pagano? Parson? Cyan? Harris?
Yes. The resolution number 1075 passes. Bills for first reading is the next item on our agenda. Bill number 10132.
Ordinance to authorize a special use permit to Wafai Anuwag, DBA Road Tire LLC, that's a hard one,
Okay.
to allow for a tire sales and installation business for with no auto repair in a B3 extensive business district located at 14090 New Halls Ferry Road.
Bill number 10133.
Ordinance to authorize a special use permit to Lindsay Allen, DBA Ironworks Wellness LLC, to allow for massage business in an HB Historic Business District located at 493 Rue St. Francois, Suite 16.
Bill number 10134.
Ordinance to authorize a special use permit to Yvette Smith, DBA Relax, Heal, and Restore, to allow for a massage business in an HB Historic Business located at 493 Rue St. Francois, Suite 5.
Bill number 10135.
Ordinance to authorize a special use permit to Latricia Minor, DBA Spa Exclusive, to allow for a massage business in the HB Historic Business District located at 1020 Rue St. Francois.
Bill number 10136.
Ordinance to authorize amendment to ordinance number 5964 to allow for changes in exterior paint color, hours of operation, and building code building code standards in a B5 planned commercial district located at 158 Howdershell Road.
Bill number 10137.
Ordinance appropriating funds in the Public Safety Fund for the purchase of additional police patrol vehicles, related equipment.
Councilman Shildroth moves for a second reading, seconded by Councilman Egan. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed?
Ordinance appropriating funds from the Public Safety Fund for the purchase of additional police patrol vehicles and related equipment.
Councilman Shildroth moves for a third reading, seconded by Councilman Caputa. Roll call vote, please.
Manganelli? Yes. Egan? Yes. Caputa? Yes. Shildroth? Yes. O'Donnell? Yes. Pagano? Yes. Parson? Yes. Siam? Harris?
Yes.
Ordinance
Before the
Ordinance appropriating funds from the Public Safety Fund for the purchase of additional police patrol vehicles and related equipment.
Thank you. Before the final vote is taken, is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on this bill? Hearing none, clerk, please pull the council for the final vote.
Manganelli? Yes. Egan? Yes. Caputa? Yes. Shildroth? Yes. O'Donnell? Yes. Pagano? Yes. Parson? Yes. Siam? Harris?
Yes. Let's see. The bill number 10137 passes and becomes ordinance number 9126?
Yes.
Okay. Council, the next item on the agenda is council announcements. Councilman Childreth.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to offer my condolences to the family of Grace Hercules. Grace passed away on October 5th of this year, and she's our former senior director and coordinator. She spent 9 years in that post, and she did a fantastic job. She helped create such programs for the seniors like the New Year's Eve dance and the Silver Words Club, the Senior Line Dancing Club, the Flu Shot program, and she just did a lot of good things for the city and for the program, and she kind of put us on the map with the senior program, and she laid a good foundation for it, and she's going to be missed. Thank you.
Councilwoman Parson.
This is a joint meeting between Wards 8 and Ward 9. This will be a town hall on November 5th from 6:30 to 7:30 at the James J. Egan Center. Come on out.
Councilwoman Pagano.
Yes, for the residents of Ward 5, Councilman Childroth, and Ward 7, we will be having our ward meeting on Thursday, November 13th at 7 p.m. at the Justice Center, and we hope to see you all there. Thank you.
The next item on the agenda is the message from our mayor.
I just got a couple things I want to bring up that are coming up here. I did verify that the glow-in-the-dark pickleball tournament, they will turn the lights off, so everybody's going to be fine. And it'll be this Saturday, November the 1st at 9 a.m. at the Egan Center. We have our Veterans Day parade and festival coming up on Sunday, November the 9th. The parade's going to start at 1 p.m. at Banger Park, go down Florissant Road to St. Francis, and it'll end at the VFW post, where there'll be a ceremony, and we will honor our Veteran of the Year. And our Miracle on St. Francis Street, which kind of starts the Christmas holidays for us here in the city of Florissant. That event will be on Saturday, November 29th at 1 p.m. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. The next regular meeting for the City Council will be on Monday, November 10th, 2025. Councilman Siam moves to adjourn the regular meeting, seconded by Councilman Egan. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? The meeting is adjourned.